All right, this is the Beyma AST22 tweeter. It's a large tweeter, 4-inch tweeter. So heaviest one we've got so far that we put on the bike, and sounds really great. And the way this is going to mount, pretty straightforward. We've got our tweeter pod, and you're going to have a mount that goes on the wind deflector, and it starts with the mount itself. We'll take the bolts out of the wind deflector, put this on. These arrows mean that this is a left-hand side mount, so you want to have it facing up, left-hand side, and then inside the actual tweeter pod itself. In this particular case, if you look, there's some arrows in there, so it's up and also to the left. Because this tweeter has the wired hookups on the sides and a little recessed area, we also added those inside here, inside the pod itself, so that you've got room to put the speakers and run them out to the back. All right, so when this mounts, we'll put this on the bike. We'll then, with these two holes here, we're gonna line up the two holes for the tweeter pod onto those holes. We'll use a couple of 1/2-inch bolts to mount that on. Then we'll put on our gasket, and then we'll put our tweeter on the bike, and then, in this case, 4 black screws will go in there. All right, as you can see, I already have the mount on here. This is solid. There's 2 bolts here that hold the wind deflector on. You're gonna take those out, and then put this mount on, and then put the bolts back in. If you need a little bit longer bolts, you'll just need to go get some of those. And next, we're gonna put our pod on. In this case, I've got a right-hand side pointing up. So I'm gonna take that, I'll put in my screws in here. Out of the first screw. Okay, and then put my second in. There we go. And then if I were gonna wire this up, I have my wires come through the back. Got my recesses there. I'll hook them to the speaker itself. And then I got my gasket on the speaker. And I'm gonna put this guy in, put him down. Okay. And then put 4 black screws in. And number 4. Yep. There you go. That's mounted. You can see it's on there pretty good. It's solid. And I think is well with the actual lowers that we make for this bike as well. That's it.